Hello and welcome to game week 2 of the Continental Cup. In this episode we're going to be bringing you Europe versus Asia, Oceania versus Africa, and then our final game will be the two Americas taking each other on, North America versus South America at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. If you haven't watched the last episode, I'd definitely give that a go. 3 exciting games, all pretty close in terms of scoreline, and we finished off with Europe versus South America, which was a great game. So this is how the table looks after that first game week. UEFA are currently on top with 3 points. Asia are the only other team with a 100% record. Oceania came away with some great points there, but North America, South America and Africa will all be hoping to improve this week and maybe come away with some better results. So let's get into this game week then. And looking at that table, it is actually the two teams currently top of the table who are facing each other first. It is UEFA versus Asia. In terms of changes, neither team has actually changed, and why would they after a very successful first game week? So of course, Europe, Neuer in goal. You got a back two of Van Dijk and Diaz with Kimmich and Cancelo on either side. De Bruyne and Modric are the two attacking midfielders with Kante behind them. Then you've got that amazing front three of Ronaldo, Mbappe and Lewandowski. Of course, on the bench you've got Kane, you've got Benzema, you've got so many options there. And then Asia, who will be hoping to continue their winning form. They've of course got Ryan. Their fullbacks are El Shaarawy and Tomiyasu from Arsenal. Son continues at left wing. Then we have Kamada, Taremi and Azmoun as the main attacking threat, other than Son of course. So of course Europe will be the favourites, and it was Europe who came away with the first chance after Ronaldo did some great dribbling to get it in. But Ryan was able to save this one well. Mbappe of course used his pace to get one-on-one with Ryan. And again Ryan was able to come out on top. Pretty much Asia's saviour at this point. But after all those saves, this he could not save. Lewandowski from well outside of the box makes it 1-0 with this wonder strike with his left foot. You could perhaps say the keeper was unsighted there. I think it's Hasebe who kind of gets in front of him. No touches on it. That is a clean strike right into the top left corner. 1-0 to Europe. Here's Modric. Modric would try to emulate that Lewandowski shot soon after, left-footed, and he hits the post. And then a fantastic opportunity for Heung-min Son running up through, and he just took too long. Neuer was able to take care of that easily in the end. In the second half, Modric put Mbappe through, who was able to blast it. His second goal of the tournament. Other than the Son chance, you wouldn't say that Asia really had any good opportunities up to this point. And that is how the game ended, to be honest. 2-0. Asia just weren't in that game. Europe were dominant, and they come away with the 3 points to continue their 100% record. Now the only team with a 100% record. The second fixture of the day would see Africa play in the yellow and green finally. Of course, last week they had to play in their away kit. Oceania, another team that did not really have to change their squad because they had a really good first game. So they continue with that 4-3-3. It doesn't look like it there, but it's a 4-3-3 with an attacking mid. It's Barbarouses who's taking that spot just behind Chris Wood up front. And of course, keep in mind their wingers have to play because they're the only non-New Zealand players in this team. Now there is one change for Africa. Of course, they keep the same defence pretty much. Partey, Kessié, you've got Koulibaly, you've got Hakimi, and you've got Mendy in goal. But instead of Mahrez, it's Zaha in that attacking midfield spot. A much more attacking option, definitely not nearly as creative as Mahrez, but if you're honest, Mahrez really shouldn't be playing in that attacking midfield spot anyway. So maybe Zaha will now kind of play as a second striker as opposed to that cam spot being a creative player. Essentially now it's a front four, with Zaha maybe a bit deeper. But anyway, it wouldn't take long for the first goal of the match. Mane, who was definitely one of Africa's best players in the last game, making it look quite easy, putting it past Sale, who just let it go by him.
And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. Retaining possession, proving
and a good little piece of passing play would put Salah through, 2-on-1. You'd think he'd pass, but no, he puts it at the keeper when Aubameyang was absolutely clear. Definitely the wrong decision from Salah. You know, if you score those, it's fine, but if you miss, you should have passed. An amazing save from Sale nonetheless. He would have a chance to redeem himself just before half-time though.
Salah! It's in! They're looking really relaxed and confident.
2-0 to Africa, a much better result than last week already. Oceania had their chance of getting back into the game as Barbarouses turned his man, but when he came to it, he miskicked and put it wide.
Oh no is the answer!
Zaha was able to make a good run into the box and force a sail save, perhaps showing potential of what he can do in that position. But that's all the highlights from this game. The game ended 2-0, two teams doing pretty much the opposite of what they did in their first games. Africa coming away with their first points of the tournament, and Oceania coming away with nothing after getting 2 in the first game week. But now we come to the main game of this game week. It is South America versus North America, the two Americas playing each other. Of course, South America will be the clear favourites, but neither of these teams came away with points last week, so they both have something to prove here. North America have completely changed. They are no longer a back 5, they are now a back 4, still with Davies and Corona, but it is Brooks and Zimmerman alone in the centre back place. Guardado and Herrera maintain their centre mid, but Vea comes in to be their attacking mid, and the front 3 does not change. It is Jimenez, Lozano and Bailey. South America also, of course, trying to come away with their first points of the tournament, but they do not feel the need to change, as of course they have a very strong team. It's very attacking, and maybe that was the wrong decision against Europe. Maybe they should have played 2 fullbacks. They do have Cuadrado and Acuna available, so they have maintained their same team and gone attacking. They've got Messi, Suarez, Neymar all on the pitch, Di Maria, Vinicius Jr. They've got confidence. Vinicius Jr. played a fantastic ball to Suarez early on, and just like that,
It's a hole in the defence, and a goal it is. No long wait for the opener
the defence just wasn't fast enough. Just look at them, they're jogging along. Suarez just wanted it more, I think. Not long after, Messi would lay it off to Di Maria, who would make it 2-0, absolutely just sneaking it in that near post. And then again, not long after, Messi would try and get one for himself, making it 3-0 within the first 25 minutes.
Another goal, and surely there's no way they can throw this away.
Some bad passing at the back though would give a great opportunity to North America. But Vea, the player coming in to play attacking midfielder, just skies it, absolutely wasted opportunity. North America did get chances though, as you can see here, forcing Edison into making a save of his own. Vinicius would use his strength here to carve this opportunity out, and after the cross, Zimmerman controlled the ball with his hand. But with Messi coming off, it was Neymar who stepped up, doing his very unique run-up and
Wrong side of the post.
attempting a chipped ball onto the left side and just missing. It's one of the worst ways to miss. And lucky for him, also Lautaro Martinez would put away the fourth to make it 4-0, absolutely sealing the points and capping off a great performance from South America. The formation change hasn't worked for North America. Maybe they should have maintained their back 5 and played more defensively. In the 84th minute, Antonio did come on, and Herrera continued showing his attacking capabilities as he ran forward. Perhaps could have taken it on himself, but he decided to pass to Antonio, who was just offside. But South America came away with the points, ending this game week with a fantastic 4-0 game, leaving the table looking like this. UEFA, of course, 100% record, 2 games, 2 wins. CONMEBOL won't have an opportunity to catch up with them unless UEFA drop points against any of the other teams they've got coming up. Africa and Asia take up that middle spot, which would qualify them for the playoffs. And then Oceania and North America are now down at the bottom. This is pretty much how many people would have assumed that this would go at this point. If you divide the table up into like 3s, you'd assume that all these sections would contain the 2 teams that they contain. But that's how the table looks now. Looking forward to the next game week. South America will be taking on Oceania. It will be Asia versus North America. And then the big bill game of that game week will be Africa versus UEFA. That will be played at Anfield. That's going to be a great game. So subscribe if you want to see more of this. Like this video if you think this is a good concept for a video. We've got 3 more game weeks to go, and then we'll get into the live finals. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you liked this, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.